Good afternoon, sir. Myself B. Rajeshwari, currently pursuing third BTech in Srinivasa Ramanujam Institute of Technology, a specific branch of Electronics and Communication Engineering. According to CAA to video presentation, the subject is the computer architecture and organization. The topic is the instruction pipelines. These are the introduction of the instruction pipelines. The instruction pipelines are a technical used in a CPU architecture to improve the instructions throughout. They allows to multiple instructions to be a processing a stimulations and a different stages. These methods enhances the overall performances or efficient processing. The instruction pipelines are the reads consequent instructions from the memory while a previous instructions and being executed in other segments. It's cause the instructions fetch and execute phase and the overlap and performing stimulations. One at a time it will fetch and execute and overlap from the stimulating operations. One possible drawback of the association with such as the schemes is that the instruction may causes in a branch of sequences. The most general computers needs to process each instruction with the following sequences and steps: fetch and instruction from the memory. First step is the fetch and instruction from the memory. Second step is the decode of the instructions. Third step is the calculate in the efficient address. Fetch the operator from the memory. This will execute the instruction. Store the results in a proper place. These are a certain difficulties that will prevent in a instruction pipelining from operating the maximum rates. Differentiation segments may take in a differentiation to operations of the incoming information. These are the basic concepts of the pipelining. Pipelining divides instructions execution into several stages such as fetch, decode, execute and write. Each stage of the performance is a part. Instruction processing is concurrently with the others. These overlapping increases instruction throughput without increasing clock speed. These are the stages of the instruction pipelining. The first stage of the instruction pipelining is the fetch instruction. Next, decode the instruction, fetch the operand, execute instruction, write the result. Typical pipelining stages. These contains the including instruction, fetch, instruction decode ID, execute EX, memory access MEM, and write back is a WP. Each stage completes a specific task into the instruction processing cycle. Proper designing of their stages in a crucial optimal pipelining performances. The benefits of the instruction pipelinings are the pipelining significance increases CPU performing by enabling multiple instruction to be processing simultaneously. They helps to reduce the total execution time. The instruction pipelines will helps to execute the reduces the time to the total execution. The sequence containing the different type of instruction. Pipelining also facilitated higher clocks frequencies and break down the tasks into smaller steps. The pipelining will use it to break down the task and it will give to smaller steps to another instruction. Hazards in the pipeline. These are hazards and conflicts that prevents the smooth flows of the instruction in the pipeline. These are three main types: structural hazard, data hazard and control hazard. Managing a hazard is essential to maintain pipelining efficiency and correctness. When the flow of the instruction addresses is not what is the pipeline expects, the incurrence by the changes of the flow instruction, conditional branches, unconditional branches. Conditional branches are B, E, Q, B, and G. Unconditional branches are the J. The possible solutions are the stall, move decision pointer earlier to pipeline, predict, delay decisions. Control hazard occurs in a less frequency than the hazard. These nothings to efficiency of the control hazard are the two words. Structural hazard. What is structural hazard? Structural hazard occurs when hazard resources of the insufficient to support and overlap instruction. For example, limited memory on the function unit. This can contain conflicts. Some type of limited memory is contained in the one type of example in the CP in laptop. These contain some type of conflict. This storage will not contain in that. The solutions of include hardware duplications and resource management and technique. Automatically it will delete among over there. That type of the management techniques are the structural hazard. What is data hazard? Data hazard happens when instruction depends on result. It will mainly depends on the result. What it will result if not yet completed. Common type of the include read after write, raw, write after read, WAR, write after write. These are the techniques used in data hazard. Techniques like a forward and pipelining stalls helps to maintaining a data hazard. There are control hazard also there. The control hazard is caused by the uncertain of the instructions and flows essential with the branch instructions. They can lead a pipeline stall or a incorrect instruction execution. Predicts technologies such as branch of predict and they use it to minimal control of the hazard. These are the techniques over their pipeline performances. Forwarding or bypassing allows to data to be passed directly between the pipelining stages to reduce hazard. Pipeline stalls can be inserted in a resolution hazard but may decrease the performances. The speculative extensives predict the outcomes of the branches, keep the pipelining full. The modern instruction pipelines. The modern instruction pipelines employs a deep pipelines with many stages for higher clock systems. The techniques contains of the order execution and maximum instruction throughout. These are the advantages branches of the predict algorithms and reduces control hazard. These are the challenges, future trends. As the pipeline becomes to deeper, managing a hazard in depending becomes a complex. Emerging architecture focus on the energies, efficient parallelism performances. These are research of the content techniques of the transferring level of the base reductions. Thank you.